Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory, where right now I'm laying down some foundations to be going off to our new factory that we're going to be creating. I don't know why I put this so high, because like this one's a step up, and now it's down. Now it's going to have to come down, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I'm just laying some foundations down here to run some belts along, because instead of just trying to like bring a train around to each of these little areas, instead I'm just gonna kind of belt it all up and then bring it up here, just for something a little different from trains and all that, just so I'm not using so much of my power, because took a look at it, using quite a bit of it right now. Shut up, spitters, Jesus. But I do have a platform set down ready for us to go ahead and start making the fused modular frames, and that square is just, this is solely just to mark the middle. I'm not going to be putting the actual final thing here. I'm trying to decide whether I want things to come in from the back and then work its way, or come in from the front and then work its way to the back, or if I want to have things come in, go to the back, and then work its way forwards, or, you know, come in from like right there, come in this way, and then just cycle in this way. Because either way, I am going to be needing to bring in the 3 different products that are over here: the iron, the coal, and the limestone. And then I'm going to have to fly in the bauxite. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm thinking the easiest though is going to be bringing the stuff in via this way and then just doing the linear processes this way. So yeah, let's see. Because we're going to be making about 600 iron. Let's see, pure iron ingot. I can make 162.5. So 162 point, that's not a point, that's a 3.5. Times 5, nope, 4. Okay, 3, nope. So we'll need 4 of them, and one of them will not be overclocked. So what is it times 3 again? Was 487.5. So minus that from 600. Oop, wrong button. 600. That's definitely not the right numbers. Sorry, I changed my my microphone setup where I have it setting up, and yeah, I kind of can't see my keyboard anymore. 112.5. That would just be 1 power shard, wouldn't it? No. 2? Close. There we go. That's a weird ass number, but it works. I'm gonna need 3 of these guys, 1 of these guys, and that's for all of the iron. The iron then gets sent in multiple different directions. It's gonna be sent over to constructors. It's gonna be sent over to foundries. Yeah. And I think assemblers as well. No, just these two different things. From there, then the resulting stuff like the plates or the rods or the screws. Beat this one actually. So these 3 recipes are the ones we're going to be using for the iron. But let me go ahead and kind of get these guys set up, and I'll bring you right back. All right, so I did a little bit of work, and I mean a little. I haven't done everything. You can kind of see a little bit of a teaser of it right here, but I put up these walls mainly just to kind of give me a good sense of what I was doing inside. But you can see I've got these inputs of items and fluids right here. I'm going to have the coal coming in on this one, the limestone coming on this one, and the iron coming in on this one. And then I've got the two things of water here with these two numbers, which I'm trying to make sure I keep track of because, yeah, those numbers are weird. But thankfully, even with these decimal points, water is a lot easier to transport than items at these numbers. But let's take a look at what I actually did in here. So I've got our 7 refineries that are going to be making all the iron we're going to need, which is like just over 1,000 iron. But yeah, I got those all lined up and all, recipe'd up. So they're ready to go. I got the limestone all set to go, which this only goes in like one more set and then it's done. Like we don't need limestone after this. But then we also have the bauxite kind of set up. We're making the alumina solution. And then because it was kind of an easy jump step, I just jumped to the aluminum scrap as well, because I also needed to worry about the water that the scrap would be producing. So I went ahead, laid it down, laid the pipe to come back and merge into here, which that number down there, the 416, I'll have to change. Like this one is actually going to be 250. And then this one is gonna, at first, it's gonna be unhindered, like it's just gonna send water through just for the startup. But after that one gets going, this will drop down by 250. So, yeah. But that's pretty much step 1. You can see I've got the belts coming in and doing a bit of a manifold design on the iron ore, where they'll just split, yeah, so on and so forth all the way down to the end. Limestone just feeds in here, and then this coal actually doesn't feed in right here. It actually goes a little bit further down and it goes into the scrap one, but then it's also going to split off this way for the steel. So that's why there's a splitter right there. But I also went ahead and put the drum port thing, this thing. I put this thing down because this is where we will be getting the actual bauxite from. I guess I should probably just whoop. I don't know how much space I'm gonna actually need, so like I may not need any of this. I may just end up deleting all this, but for now it's gonna stay, just depending on how much room the next few steps take up, because this is like a 2-step process, this is like a 7-step process, and then this is like a 4-step process. But I think next up we're going to be working on, I think it's making the, double check my notes, I'm going to be making the steel and the various iron items. Yeah, so let me go ahead, set up the 2nd step for most things, I guess the 3rd step for this one, and I'll be right back. Ooh, buddy, this was a tough stage 2 build. Like, this one was easy and I was like, oh yeah, the rest won't be too hard. Oh no, it was really hard. Freaking. So let's start at the easiest thing, which is gonna be the bauxite into aluminum. Bauxite into aluminum scrap, into aluminum ingots, into aluminum casings, which will then eventually go into the blenders. Fine. Perfect, easy, makes so much sense. The rest not so much. So limestone. Limestone comes out, and it's fairly simple too. It's just like, oh, yep, straight into some assemblers. Cool. Makes to make encased industrial beams. Cool. That makes sense. But then we have to track back for the steel beams. Steel beams, not too bad, you know, it's just steel into a couple constructors. And then these ones are steel pipes, which actually go into a manufacturer. But another step later, hang on. So, steel beams need to be made from steel. These steel will be receiving iron and coal. Cool. Easy. Done. But then some of that other steel, the rest of this steel goes into steel pipes, and like I said, manufacture. Done. Easy. Simple. Not so simple is these two, plus most of this one, go off into this steel production right here. The rest of this, which is like a point figure, it's like 1 point something, goes over, joins with this one, joins with some of this one, which also gets split off. These two merge into this line, which then go into these, creating iron plates. Not too bad, a little complicated, but it works. I can kind of wrap my brain around this. And then we get to the screws. All of these are just dedicated to screws. There are 14 constructors dedicated to screws because screws go to 3 different places. Oh boy, hang on for this. So, these guys, which are receiving full from there, only partial from there, go off and then get separated into 3 separate belts. Or 3 separate lines. This line is a line of what? 400? Hang on. Notes. Gotta pull up my notes. There's a line of 450 screws. 450 screws will then merge with the iron plates in an assembler to make the modular frames. 25 of them specifically. Haven't done it yet. It's been just give me a minute. But next up, we have 500 screws. These screws go straight into the modular frames. Done. Easy. But still, it's, you know, coming off from and into here, and yeah. And then there's these screws. These 700 screws. These 700 screws need to join need to join with the reinforced plates that are going to be made from these screws, and those plates, they'll join up. These will come back in, join up with those in another assembler, which then join up with there. This is a headache beyond any other headaches. Like, it is. Ooh. Thankfully, I got past it. So all of these, these ones haven't joined up yet, but that's just because I have to do the 2 different assemblers. I have to get the assemblers that are going to mix with these ones, and the ones that are going to mix with these ones, to then make the reinforced Friggermer Froggers. These. They're going to be mixing with these to make the reinforced iron plates. These reinforced iron plates are then going to go into another, I'm clicking the wrong button, go into another assembler, which then eventually make the, yeah, this one, right? Oh no. Wait, no. Hang on. My recipes. Hang on. Screws, reinforced iron plates. Screws and reinforced iron plates. Ah, this one. Okay. Screws and reinforced iron plates. The reinforced iron plates come from there. We'll join into here with the screws. With this line of 700 screws that then merge into that. Which means I actually need to move this guy. I mean, it was temporary anyways, but... So, these two will be the ones, because I'm pretty sure to make the reinforced iron plates, max it out. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering about these power shards, I realized in order to get the most bang for my buck, I'm going to need a lot of power shards. And I mean a lot. So I went to Satisfactory calculator and I gave myself a shipping container. I say shipping container, but it is one of these guys. I have one of these guys completely filled with power shards back at base, wherever that's at. Oh, autosave. Thank you very much for screwing up this. Okay. But yes, back at base, I have a shipping container of these power shards just ready to go. So that's why I have so many power shards, because trying to go out and collect all the power slugs in the world isn't feasible. It's just not. It's just not. For a 100% build, yeah, not happening. So, back to the problems that I'm trying to distract myself from. Again, these guys will come into here and they will make these reinforced iron plates at maxed out. It's 12.5. This should also be 12.5. Yes, so 25. These make the 25 needed to then go into another assembler whip, which will join up with those screws, not those ones, those ones. They'll join up with those ones to make these modular frames. And I think I need like 3 of these. Let's see. Whoop, 12.5. Nope. 2. It'll join up with 2 of these. Because, wait. Where's it only 1? Hang on. 1 moment. Modular frames. 25 modular frames. Okay. I need... Oh, this one's wrong. This one's wrong. That's what it is. I'm gonna have to put you over here. Because if I try to put you anywhere else, this is gonna be a bit of an issue. Oh, it's a good... Oh, that is so close, just teetering the line. So that's 25. I need 25 plus... Yeah, I just need this one, another maxed out. Another maxed out, and this will be 37 point... Oh, wait. Hang on. Do I only need 1 of these? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me figure this out, and let me actually go ahead and get these other ones laid out, and I'll be right back. You know, when I started this project, I didn't think it would be that bad. You know, just a couple screws, a couple iron plates, a couple things, a couple this, a couple that. I mean, because when you start it out, it sounds really simple because it's iron, coal, limestone, bauxite, and nitrogen. Really easy. Really, it's a very simple, you know, it's what? Well, and water. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resources. 5 resources to get all the way up to fused modular frames. Doesn't sound like a big problem. Oh boy, was I wrong? Was I wrong? But I eventually did get it all figured out. So we've gone through step 1. We've gone through step 2. Now steps 3 to like 6, I think it is. It's finished. Either way, it's finished. Because over here, it is this recipe from earlier. This recipe is, the regular recipe is much cheaper than this recipe because it costs, the iron plates is only 3 times more. However, the screws, they're just over 4 times more screws. So only use this recipe if you're actually like in excess of iron. But like, since I'm not using, I literally only have 600 iron. Yeah, no, I'm not using that recipe. The regular recipe is still the best recipe. So, right, I'm having the iron plates from here coming in, and then I'm having the screws from here come in, and they make the reinforced iron plates. From there, they go into here to make modular frames. So reinforced iron plates, and then the screws from that line all merge into here, and they'll make the modular frames. From there, that's when everything starts to, simplify. Simplify? Yeah, simplify. Because it's just the merging of the 4 different products. So the modular frames, they come into here. This line is the 500 screws from that line. This line is the steel pipe, which actually kind of got like buried in here. Like, this is really tight. Like right here, this is the one line for the steel pipes. And it's only the 2 machines creating all the steel pipes I need. But still, it's just like, wow, those 2 just got kind of mushed in here. So those go into the manufacturer, and then the encased industrial beams from here, from the limestone, from the steel beams, from the steel. Yeah, they go in here and they make the heavy modular frames. And we're making 5 per minute to then go and, I'm falling, but not. They're going to be splitting in half, 2.5 going this way, 2.5 going this way, into 2 machines making the fused modular frames. They make 2.5 each, so of course, modular frames, 2.5 each. But then, it also needs the encased, no, not encased, the steel, not steel, aluminum casings. It needs the aluminum casings, which are just those 2 constructors, and since they're both half and half, it's just, again, 1 to 1, 1 to the other. And then there is the pipeline. There's a still blue pipe right there. I tried painting everything, but apparently I missed some. Yeah, there we go. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm gonna need to take this apart because I placed this thing down later. Step it. And now I can sit here and do, you mother trucker. There. Now I can paint them. It'll be fine. Oh, right. Just for aesthetics. That's solely what this is for, aesthetics. And then this line is obviously the last ingredient, the nitrogen, which will then, mix and make the fused modular frames, which we can then, put into containers and drone them back to base. But I've still got to I've still got to bring in the bauxite, so that's another drone to make to bring stuff over here and bring it in. And I still have to, I didn't make it. Oh well. I still have to bring over, the nitrogen's not hooked up yet, and neither are any of the coal, the iron, the limestone. None of that's hooked up just yet, or the water. So I need to run to each little location, which, I mean, right here's the nitrogen. This is the easiest one. I just got to tap into this one. This one, just run a pipe up and run it right there. And we're done. Done. Easiest one. The other one's not so easy because, again, there's the limestone, there's the coal, and down there is the, ooh, I took damage. And down there is, it's like right there, just right there is the iron. So I gotta bring all that stuff up, bring it around. Yeah, bring it around. I could bring it up, like literally just up there and then run it through. But yeah, still got to do that, and still got to button up all the crannies of this factory. I don't know what kind of roof I'm putting on it just yet, because like it's already 4 foundations tall and these stick out like a sore fucking thumb. Oh, that reminds me, I still have to put all the wiring in for this place. That's gonna be a nightmare. But I will do all that in this cut right here. Okay, there we are. Everything is now all piped up. It brought it up. All of those are now all bringing in the items. I even hooked up that guy right there. Like I said, I only needed the 1 nitrogen gas, so I'm not tapping into those just yet. But if we look, you can already see the roof I've put in. You can see I even have the stuff piped in here, and then that one pipe is piped in there. I even have, you can see it on my compass up top, I've got the drone already all hooked up. Unfortunately, I had to hook that guy up to power before I could even lay these pipes. So yeah, sorry, I couldn't, wait to turn everything on with you guys, but it's there, it's ready. And the drone, it's there. It's not offloading anything yet, but yeah. I have some bauxite on me, but this drone also has some bauxite on me. Tell you what though, hooking up those drones was a pain in the ass because, yeah, apparently drones don't like to go to 2 different locations like trains do. But I've also got only the 1 storage container for now. I don't think I'll need that many just yet, but I've also got a sink attached for whenever this does fill up. So let's actually go take a look inside the factory real quick. Whoop. So, factory is completed. I even put in a couple walkways here and there for me to kind of get around. I didn't put them everywhere because I didn't really need them everywhere because I realized I jump most of my places. But I do have them just in case. I should have fallen down there. But I do have ladders going up and down. I've got stairs there, and I got stairs over here. But yeah, as you can tell by all the lights, everything's all hooked up to power, just waiting to be turned on. Which is what this is. This is the power. This is the light switch, literally for those lights up there. But before I flip the switch to this, I actually need to go turn on all the ore ore gathering, because I brought the cables around, I brought everything up, but I have not plugged in everything yet. So let's do that together, shall we? Whoop. Oh, did I tap out this? No, I did not. Okay. Alright, so let's hook you up. This will be the limestone. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Give me the limestone. There it goes. Alright. Let those get running over while I run over here. Whoop. Let's hook you up. And you up. Now this is a weird belt because these 2 merge and I have to make them a Mark V belt because the amount of coal I need. So once that actually makes its way up here, this belt will be absolutely reamed with product. Oh, there it goes. Eh, not as bad as I thought. I mean, it does handle 780, so... And I'm only pulling in like 600. But now, we hook up the one pure node of iron and let it run. Hi, Mr. Choo Choo Train. He actually gets to pass underneath this. See? Cool. Oh, nope. I thought I saw an iron piece. Whee! There we go. Iron's coming in. So now it's time to go turn on the factory, shall we? There we go. Limestone's all backed up. Iron's coming in. Coal's coming in. Son of a bitch. The coal and iron need to be swapped. How did I... Give me 1 minute, guys. Alright, I'm so glad I caught that really early on, because otherwise that would have been a problem. But now everything is ready to be turned on. All the iron's in the correct place. The coal's now in the correct place. And it has also started to rain in the game, as you can tell by the sounds and just the general ambiance. So let's go ahead, switch this bad boy on. Ooh, it's looking good. Oh, no it's not. No it's not. No it's not. Water, I forgot to hook the water. All right, water's starting to make it to the factory. Factory's right there, and it's coming in slowly but surely. Yeah. All right. I should see these start turning on in. Yeah, yep. There we go. Getting water into our first one. These are now whirring to life. Slowly but surely, they are coming alive. Whoop, there's our first bit of iron. It's heading on down to the screw assembly. Yeah, this is the screw assembly. Should start seeing some screws coming out soon. Oh, I saw an iron plate. There's the screws. It's gonna take a minute for the factory to really warm up, but it should warm up. Oh no, we've got a problem. Some iron has made it onto the belt. Follow this. Oh. Did I accidentally connect one of these two? I did accidentally connect one of these. No! Go away. Oh. No. Well, let me fix this last little problem, and then I'll meet you back when that's all running properly. Oh, we've got our first heavy modular frame in here, which means we're about to have our first fused modular frame. Have you just whirred to life as well? Oh, you are? But you're about to finish, aren't you? Come on. Come on. Let me... Oh, no. Get back here. Mine. No. Give me my precious. Our first modular frame. So nice. We got 2 of them. We can now finally, after so long, I'm in the wrong thing. There we go. We can finally start to work towards making the tier 3 miners. Of course, you know, that's once this factory's been run for a while, but that's gonna be about it for me. This has been a 3-day long project. Like, it's taken me 3 days to get this thing running from beginning to end, just with all the little intricacies that have had to go into it. So I want to thank you all for watching. I've been Dorkman191, and this has been Satisfactory. Hopefully it was satisfying. Bye, y'all.